That's sort of what the red-winged blackbird is saying. He's saying Oakleigh, which is my name. I lived from 1-year-old to 13-year-old on a wonderful 60-acre place on the south shore of Long Island in East Islip. It was called Brookwood, and we had a lake and we had stream and woods and meadows, and I was nature boy. I was just out all the time looking for birds' nests and turtles and frogs and fireflies and so forth.
He is that example of what childhood experiences in nature can turn into as an adult and as a leader and as a mentor.
If what you're doing is igniting a joy in the natural world in children, that is very nourishing and endlessly magical. It feeds his soul the way it feeds the soul of the children and those of us who have known him and been around him for all these years.
Oak's a living legend. I mean, I'm constantly around town meeting folks, telling them about the work that I do at Thorne, and the first thing that I hear back is always, "Oh, you work with Oak?" It seems as if everyone in town's kids have been here or they came here decades ago, and it's great working someplace where just everyone knows the founder.
Dad has left a number of legacies, I think starting with the Sunken Forest on Fire Island, a project that he did with a gentleman named Dick Poe, who ended up at that point in time starting an organization that we all know called the Nature Conservancy.
He has left a legacy, a fierceness about just making sure that not only are special lands protected, but that next generation and the next generation after that carries the torch for that.
I believe Oak was so effective because of his genuineness. When you knew Oak, you knew that everything he said and did and believed, it came from his heart. So he's the most genuine human being I think I ever knew.
We've been good friends, fighting the good fight together for nature, for the critters that can't take care of themselves, for open space.
So when I first met Oak, that I really remember was in a bird banding class, and I was probably about 11 years old. As a mentor, he really helped shape my land use ethic, as well as my career and choice of being in nature and my opportunities that I now have to help protect the earth.
If I had to pick one word to describe Oak Thorne, it would be inspiration. This man is a constant inspiration to all of us who are lucky enough to know him, to every young person who comes through the Thorne Nature experience, to hundreds, thousands of people in the environmental movement, people who care about nature, people who have been changed entirely because of the influence of this passionate, wise, wonderful, courageous, visionary guy. He is an inspiration.
And I think given the fact that Oakleigh could have lived a whole bunch of different types of lives, he chose a wonderful one, and we all are the beneficiaries of that. So I always felt that the world needed more Oakleigh Thornes, that if we could clone him, we could dramatically increase our impact on a whole bunch of different issues.
Oak has done a lot for our community, but the thing that really stands out to me is the 250,000 students that have come through Thorne in the past 6 decades. That is really, I think, where the impact on the world comes from.
A lot of the people who I talk to who come to Boulder have heard of Thorne and use that as a model for education programs other places.
Thorne Nature Experience is a dream come true, and it's amazing some of the things we're getting involved in. A good nonprofit keeps evolving and doing new things, and we are. That's certainly part of my vision. The underlying theme in my life has been, in one word, education. I realized how much one person could do, and I really stress that to young people today, is that don't underestimate what you as an individual can do. I'm very aware that in my life I have made a difference. I've had successes, I've had failures, but I also know that I've made a difference, and that's a good feeling. One of the secrets of growing old is to always keep the child alive inside of you, that sense of wonder and fun. For the next decade, if I live that long, will be just to enjoy nature and be a good mentor to young people, and particularly my grandchildren, and be happy for a wonderful long life.
Happy birthday, Elk.
Yeehaw! I'm just a big kid.